Good evening and welcome back to NoQuipFootball on NoQuip Sports, your no funny business source of just football news. Hopefully you get in and you get out in 5 to 7 minutes or less. You can pick up some fantasy advice and some pick'ems along the way. Let's jump right into it today, folks. We have some Christmas Eve games. At 1 o'clock, we have the Washington RedSkins coming off a short week visiting the Chicago Bears. Here's the thing, people. NoQuipFootball is picking the Washington Redskins to win this game. I think that they are going to breeze in and breeze out of Chicago and have a nice little vacation trip before they return home to their families, especially since they're coming off of a big loss against the Carolina Panthers, which I personally believe should not have happened, but these things, they do happen. So NoQuip Sports, by the way, for week 15 is 12 for 16, not bad. And we'll pull up our season-long stats at another time. But anyway, while you're all here, don't forget you can also subscribe here on YouTube, follow us at NoQuipSports on Twitter, and also check out the Facebook page and like that, NoQuipSports. All of those links will be in the description down below. Next, and the final game we'll be doing for 1 p.m. on Christmas Eve, divisional game, Atlanta visiting the Carolina Panthers coming off the short week. Here's the thing, people. I think that Carolina loses this game. I think they're pretenders, and I think all they were doing in that Washington game was spoiling a potential chance for 3 NFC East teams to go into the playoffs. Granted, they did have a great game, but I think they need a lot of help to get into the playoffs, especially because you have so many teams doing far better than they are. But anyhow, yeah, I think Atlanta too. They're currently neck and neck with Tampa Bay. They need to have a great game. Hopefully Tampa Bay wins as well, keeping it interesting, especially at the end of the season. And then, let's see, now we have a 4 o'clock game, the Indianapolis Colts visiting the Oakland Raiders. There's a lot going on here to talk about with this game and all the implications that could possibly come from it. First of all, Oakland currently is the number 1 out in the AFC West, which is gigantic. But the Indianapolis Colts are still in a dogfight down in the AFC South. Now, let me explain this real quick. I personally believe that the Houston Texans tripped and fell into first place. I don't like Brock Osweiler. It was shown by his own fans the other day that they don't like him. They actually cheered when he got benched. And then the Tennessee Titans are actually pretty good, but they're winning the huge games that you think they shouldn't, and then they're losing the games that they think that they should. And that's the problem with them, is they're not coming through. They're not performing where they should be performing well. And then you have the Indianapolis Colts, who supposedly are supposed to dominate the AFC South, and they go and they lose a bunch of games that they really shouldn't. They keep it a lot closer than they should this whole season, and now they're stuck, in third place when they should be leading, or at least giving a run for the money against the Houston Texans. And now, because of all of their shortcomings earlier in the season, these last 3 weeks, 15, 16, and 17, they have one of the toughest schedules remaining because of their shortcomings, and now they don't have any room to breathe, so they have to go absolutely all out to beat the Oakland Raiders, who are on fire. Whereas the Houston Texans have an average rest of their schedule, and it seems like Tennessee is not like a cakewalk necessarily, but they should be winning those games. But I don't know. I mean, if all 3 of these teams continue doing what they've been doing all season, either they're all going to lose all 9 collective games, which they haven't, all 6 collective games left to go, and then it's just going to be the Houston Texans that are in, or it's going to be the Indianapolis Colts emerging. And I don't think that's going to happen. It's just too difficult for them. But anyhow, friends, before we go here, just so you know, there will be no video on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day, and go football.